record, yeah. All right, so first of all, a very hearty congratulations to all the students who cleared the NIFT round one. It's a fantastic achievement. And now the round two, the situation test, is the second hurdle. I'm sure you all can easily surpass that hurdle as well. You have been preparing for quite some time now, right? So we'll deep dive into what the round two or the situation test for NIFT is. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me know if you're able to see my screen, uninterrupted screen. No black boxes blocking my screen. Yeah. You all can see?
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let us talk about the fundamentals. So what is the situation test is? So in the round one, they have basically tested your general aptitude test, general ability, and then the creative ability. Now in this, they are looking at your 3D modeling skills. So it is generally between 2 to 3 hours test, right? So they will define how much time is given to you. And you will be having or you will be given a packet which has good number of materials, variety of materials, right? So,
Excuse me, sir, but you can't be heard properly, sir.
oh, is that so? Is it any better now? Is it good?
Definitely, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good, good.
I think I have to hold the mouthpiece closer. Right. So what I was saying is you are given 2 to 3 hours of time, right? And you'll be given 3 choices of topics that you can choose from. Okay, you can choose any one of them and you can create the 3D model. And they will also give you a good amount of material, the variety of material. It will be like about 12 to 10 to 12 different pieces of materials, right? And then you are given up to 3 questions from which you can choose one of the questions that you would like to take up and answer, right? The expected outcome is a 3D model and a short write-up on the model. So within that 2 hours or 2.5 hours or 3 hours, but basically it is 2 to 3 hours of time that is given to you. You are expected to do the 3D model and do the write-up as well. Now, one important thing is that you are given good variety of materials. You are required to use all those materials in your model, not that you uh, not include 2 or 3 of them because you don't find it to be useful in your model. No, you have to use all the materials in the model. Okay. So what is measured in this? Number one, whatever model that you are making has to be very strong model in the sense, let us say they have given you a workspace as a probable topic, right? So you create a base and then you position various pieces that you have created, the furniture, walls, and etc., etc. So whatever you're creating, it has to be integrated into the model and it has to be a strong one. Imagine you lifting the base and turning it upside down. So what will happen? If you not secure the furniture onto the base properly, everything will fall down, right? So very important thing for the NIFT situation test is that you create a strong base and your model should be liftable, and they may probably move upside down to see, analyze what you have done. Okay, so is it a sturdy model is something that they're going to check, right? And then the scale and proportion. This is very, very important. Uh, no matter whether it is a workspace related or a product related. Okay. I'll give you an example of a workspace related. Let us say they have asked you to create a doctor's room, right? So doctor's room has, it's a dentist to be very precise. Okay. Dentist room, right? So a dentist room will have many objects in the room, right? So one is the dentist chair, and then maybe a side table which has all the equipment and etc. Right? So imagine you are designing the space considering 1 is to 10 scale. So what is this 1 is to 10? Like for example, 1 centimeter is equal to, let us say, 10 centimeters, or 1 meter is equal to 10 meters, kind of relationship, right? When you are doing it for the scale, imagine you have created certain walls for the rooms, and then you have created a beautifully, nicely, detailedly done dentist chair, but the dentist chair is like very small. Okay. And then the walls are quite tall. And then you have included a human being, which is again very tall, which means that the objects that you have created are not in proportion to each other, and they are not in the right scale. So scale and proportion is very much important. So whatever they ask you to do, let us say a cart, okay, a vegetable cart for a vegetable vendor. Okay, so you create the structure of it, you create nice wheels and etc. And because it's a vegetable cart, you may keep some vegetables on top of it, right? So, and the vegetables are too big for the cart, right? It makes no sense. So you have to be very conscious and cautious of the scale and proportion of each and every element that you're creating within the space. Another example is, let us say you have created a beautiful wall, okay, but a small door. The door is out of proportion, or maybe a big door, the door is too big, right? So this is the scale and proportion we are talking about. The third thing they're looking at is the creativity, how creatively you're creating the model, right? So at this point, what I would like to tell is that you don't have to experiment. So NIFT is not a exam of experimentation. The questions are very straightforward, very interesting, but it's just that how creatively you're able to execute the model, right? So we are not looking at material manipulation and etc. like in NID. Here it is very much straightforward, right? And then the writing, creative writing. So how did you interpret the question that they have given you, and how you use the materials to create that environment or a product or a workspace? Okay, so what is the thought process behind is what they're looking for. Not that, okay, window is given yellow color, chair is given red color. No, that is not the description that they're looking at. What they're looking at is a reasoning behind it. Why is it so like that? Why you have created the space like that? Okay. The fourth one is the detailing. How much detail, how much extent you are able to go and detail out the model in a nice fashion. All right. So these are the certain things that they will be measuring in the output of the situation test. Okay, right. So how do we prepare for the exam? Now let us look into what all have been done by you during the regular round two sessions. Every Sunday you will be attending classes. No? So you have experimented and explored 10 to 12 different materials. You have also learned the techniques of using the materials, right? And creating some interesting objects and etc. Those were done in the basic classes, and then some advanced assignments were given to you, like which were related to either workspace or maybe a product or uh, yeah, representing some abstract concept and stuff like that, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I got disconnected. Let me just share this slide. All right, so we are talking about the tips to prepare. And what I was talking about was you had done a very good number of
Sir, your
questions.
volume is really low again. Sorry to interrupt.
Thanks, Hasni, for highlighting. All right. Um, so what I was saying is that you had an opportunity to explore all the materials in the Sunday sessions, and we have explored 12 basic materials, fundamental materials, and then you had also created some 3D models over a period of time. So you do have the experience of creating, and you do know that we are looking at the neatness of the material, the construction, joint, the how you are cutting the material. All those are very, very crucial. So you have to bring those learnings into this stage of preparation. You can't forget everything or ignore all of those, and then you can't start fresh, right? So, what I suggest is that we'll be having a good number of classes again now for practice. This time, I would want you to stick to the time. Let each of those activities be a timed activity. In the sense, we'll be taking some questions from the past, and for each of them, you would not take more than 2 hours. Try to finish everything within the 2 hours of time, inclusive of writing, because it is for the practice, right? If you get more time, it is always better. But plan for 2 hour of model making and writing, inclusive of writing. Okay, that's number one. And number two, please use all the material that is listed in the question. Okay, so I would suggest that you kind of stop the material a day before. We will be sharing you the links, which day, what exercise that we are going to do. And if you go into that link, you will find the material. So please buy that material and keep them ready and use all the material. In fact, we would also be given the quantities, how much you should be using, right? That is the second point. And the third point is that you have to take feedback from the faculty and also listen to the feedback given by the faculty to other students as well, because there's a lot of learning that happens by looking at or hearing to the feedback that is given to you and also others. There's so much you can actually gain from that. Okay, so seek feedback, and most importantly, implement the feedback by redoing the same assignment based on the feedback, implementing the feedback. Okay. So once you do that, you will be thoroughly prepared. Okay. And also, as I said, you will be given three choices. So even here in the practice test, you will be given three choices. Of course, you'll be doing one in the class. I would suggest also do the other two at your home. Okay, so the more number of exercises that you do and take the feedback and implement, the better it will be for you. All right. Okay. So the practice exercises schedule and edge links. I will share that. That's in a different sheet. Let me share that link with you all guys. Mm. All right. So I hope you are able to see my screen. Yeah. So we will be sharing this sheet with you. All right. Um, so we'll be having classes starting from tomorrow. So today we are having the orientation. So from tomorrow, you please check whether the class mode is offline or online. And I recommend you to attend as many sessions as possible. In fact, we have kind of assigned the tasks in such a way that they are not repeated. So if you're able to attend the offline, please do attend, and also the online session as well. Okay. In case you can attend only the online sessions, please do access the offline assignments, do them, upload your work on Edge, and when you're attending the online classes, take feedback on that by the faculty. All right. So we are starting from tomorrow till 16th of May. We were not given the date, right? The date is not announced yet. So let us see, depending on the date, if the date is like extended, like beyond 16th, we can have more sessions as well. But right now we have chalked out till 16th of May. Okay. Um, Mondays will be the holidays. Okay. Please note the timings. The offline classes are generally between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And these offline classes are happening at Indiranagar only. Okay. So they're happening only at Indiranagar. And then the online sessions, of course, they happen online. Um, the timing for the online session is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. On Sundays, both the online and offline sessions will happen from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Only on Sundays, it is a 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. timing. All right. Okay. So we have not given the exercise for the Sundays yet. We will populate it. Okay. So let us just go through one of these edge links to understand uh, what you would find there. All right. So here, so it's 2023 day one, design a card. Three choices are given. So it's for 2 hours. Question one, question two, question three. You can choose any one of these questions. And the materials given here, the mount board, clay, color paper, wire, toothpick sticks, aluminum foil, net fabric, transparent sheet, cotton, jute rope. Okay. So what I suggest is when you are using the materials, do not, I mean, use all of these materials, but in terms of the quantity, limit it to if it is a mount board or a color paper and etc., you can limit it to 1 or 2 sheets. Okay. Even the transparent sheet probably to 1 sheet. Uh, like a rope or something, it can be of 1 meter. Okay, so don't exceed beyond that. So what they have given here is design a card for a birthday. So it's a product design related. Design a card for a person who went to the moon, and design a card for lottery, probably winning the lottery. All right. So these are actual questions that were given, which I think it's quite simple, straightforward. As I said, you don't have to kind of experiment in the actual exam. So you would go with all the techniques and etc. Whatever you know really well, and you will be using them. Okay. Um, right. Yeah. So very important thing is please do seek feedback. Okay. Uh, Request the faculty to help you understand how you can improve the model, or what is wrong or what is right or what can be better. Okay. And take the feedback and implement the feedback. Okay. So some cases it is very clear. Okay. There is a clear improvement that can be done. And when there is a scope of improvement, the faculty will definitely tell, okay, you can do like this, etc., etc. And there could also be situations where you have done a good job, and I mean, it could not have been done better, right? In which case, the faculty may say, okay, this is looking all right. Okay. But then nevertheless seek feedback and also listen to others work, what they are doing, what feedback that they are getting, because you can learn so much from that discussions as well. All right. Okay, cool. So any questions so far that we have discussed so far, whatever we have discussed? Okay.
Yes, sir. In the situation test, will we be provided all the materials or should we take
Oh, no.
anything with us?
They will give you, I mean, in the actual situation test, you will be given a kit that will have all the materials that you are supposed to use.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And if you, for some reason, mishandle those materials and they cannot be reused and etc., then they will not give you another kit. So you got to be very, very cautious how you're using the material.
Sir, I have a question with that, the same question connected.
Yeah.
So the tools to use, like
Yes.
for example, pencil, cutter. So
Yes.
we take that in book.
Yeah. So in your hall ticket, they will mention what all the items that you should be taking. Those items
Okay.
you have to take. It will not include generally the materials. Materials they will give. Only the tools, like
Okay.
maybe cutters,
The tools we
scissors,
can take.
tools. They will in fact list down the tools that are allowed. You only take those
Okay.
tools. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Saudamani Mathur is asking, sir, all offline classes are in Indiranagar, even on Sunday? Yes, Saudamani, they are happening at Indiranagar. Okay. Yeah. Any other?
Sir, I had one more
Yeah.
question.
Yes, Saudamani. Please
Uh,
go ahead. Yeah.
I For the online classes, would
Hmm.
it be okay if, like, due to some reason we are not able to attend the full class?
Huh.
And like if we have to leave early because of some reason?
Yeah, but try not to, okay? Because these are concentrated classes where we are expecting the students also to kind of bring their models and show and have these discussions, right? Okay. So please be available for the entire class. But of course, if you are not able to, then once or twice is okay, right? Hmm. Okay. Any other? Right. So on DQ Edge, once you kind of do your work and upload, also go through other student works, right? Okay. For example, this is a birthday card. When you gain so many ideas, so many interesting ways how it can be done. So please do go through all of these works, and you can also rate their works, leave the comments. You know the drill, right? So you can do all that. You can definitely benefit from doing that.
Sir,
Yes.
I think we are missing out on the sketching of the model also.
Yeah, Shwetana. So you can, yes, you can also do a small doodle, or while you're um, explaining your model in terms of the writing, you can also do little sketches and etc. Right? Okay. So by the way, Shwetana is one of the faculty who will be taking the online sessions. So Shwetana has, she's a NIFT alum. Okay, so she has cleared the NIFT and she has done uh, from Gandhinagar. Shwetana,
Yes, sir.
Gandhinagar,
Yeah,
right?
NIFT
Yeah,
Gandhinagar, yeah.
yeah, she has done from Gandhinagar, and she has also worked in the industry and she has got fantastic experience. So please do utilize her availability during the classes. So Swetana will be taking the online classes, and we have Anushri who will be taking the physical sessions. Now she also is a NIFT grad alum from NIFT Delhi, and she has also done Masters of Design from IIT Bombay. So both the faculty are excellent. They have quite experience. They themselves have cracked these exams in the past, so they will give you invaluable insights. All right. So
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Anything else, guys? Okay. So we'll be sharing this link, this particular sheet with you. So please go through each of these exercises and list down the materials, and please bring them to the class if you're attending the offline class or you're doing the online session. So please keep those materials ready. Um, I mean, sorry, sir, I don't know what the material is not an excuse, So please bring all of them. It is for your practice, right? So please be proactive in that sense. Okay. See, as I said, for each of these questions, there are three question types, right? So one question type you would do definitely in the class. The other two, I would highly recommend you to do them at your home and bring it to the class, either online or offline. So that you can seek feedback, and that way you're also utilizing your whole day in a whole day, 24 hours in a proper manner. Okay.
Yes, sir. I have another question. Like here, all the materials which are listed,
Mm.
the pins, what kind of pins should we like? It's not clear exactly what kind of
So you can use any kind
material.
of basically all pins, right? So you can use the notice board pins. Okay, you can take any
Okay.
type. That's okay. Okay.
Yeah, even the beads, or should it be like colored beads or
You can take any kind of a beads. That is not a constraint.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so interestingly, the materials are common against all these three questions, right? So that is one observation. All right. Any other questions? Hope everything is all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So
Sir, one more question.
yes.
So like we are also conducting the material manipulating classes also now for students. Like
Um,
they know.
they have actually done all these sessions before.
Okay.
If let us say if there is a new student who says that okay, I have not done this or I don't know how to do it, so for that student we can guide
Okay. Okay.
the assignments and etc. Because all the students have already done them.
Yes.
Now it's just
Yes.
pouncing on the questions and then trying to do them within the time limit. That is most important.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
So uh, when you are guiding the students, also please look into if they are using those techniques or not. If they're not, then you can actually tell them, okay, you could have used this technique or that technique and etc. And if they say that, okay, I don't know the technique, then you can show on BQH where those assignments are.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so
Sir,
there are
I
some
had
questions in the chat. Just let me answer those. Varsha is Reddy saying, sir, I have not attended any material handling classes. What materials I'm supposed to get? Oh, Varsha, is this your, I mean, I'm surprised how, I don't know. But anyway, so you've not done any material handling classes. What materials I'm supposed to get? I have, so each of these questions, I'll share this. Okay. So this sheet will be shared with you. Okay. So when you click on this link, it will open up that particular question. Of course, you need to have the DQ Edge access to get that. If you don't have the DQ Edge access, you can reach out to the counselor who has enrolled you. They will give you the access. And then these are the list of materials that are required for this particular question. And you have to get these materials. All right, Varsha?
Hello,
Yes.
sir, am I audible?
Okay.
I had a
Go ahead.
question.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. Actually, I just saw the timetable and it said one day was offline and one day was online.
Correct, correct.
Is there any way you could prioritize the offline classes? Because, like, I'm much more productive and, like, it's easier for me to concentrate in offline classes because
Mhm.
I don't get much offline classes because it's the I'm sorry, like one day that one day this. So
Mhm.
what do I do?
All right.
So is there
So,
any way you
see, you have two options. All right. See, for example, on Wednesday, we'll be doing this particular exercise, right? Design an equipment bag. Okay. And we have an online session. Okay. But if you feel that you can attempt these questions better in an offline mode, you are welcome to come to the studio and work in the studio. Okay. But
Sir,
for
but
the feedback,
will the studio
yeah,
sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
For the feedback, okay, so you can take the feedback from online tutors, Shwetana ma'am, okay, during that particular time, or next day you can take the feedback from Anushri ma'am in the class.
Sir, I'm sorry, will the studio studio or the class be open like the entire week for us to go attend?
I mean, the studio will be open. All right. So
Okay.
there would be a faculty you can ask the questions and get the feedback. Okay. But the assigned faculty will be available only during that particular time. Okay. So
Okay.
if you're
So when
coming
you
to
mean
Indira
studio, you
Nagar,
mean the normal classes we go to?
all right. So
Only Indira Nagar or will there Jayanagar also be?
no, only Indira
Sorry.
Nagar. Only Indira Nagar. Okay.
So even these classes are only meant for Indira Nagar?
Yes,
All
all
the
these
all the offline
classes
classes?
also happen at Indira Nagar only.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Cool. Naitanya
Sir?
is asking, okay, let me just answer Naitanya's question. Sir, can we do the Sunday classes in other centers rather than in Indira Nagar Center? I would suggest you come to Indira Nagar Center because it will be a curated session, okay, specifically for the students who have cleared the NIFT. Okay, so I would suggest please attend the classes even on Sunday at Indira Nagar. Okay. Bhavana, yes, is asking, sir, if we have done the said question and have received a positive feedback, are we to do it again? You don't have to do it again if you got a positive feedback. Rather, you can invest the time in doing another model. Okay, Bhavana? All right. Laisha or Lisha? Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a question. It's not related to the NIFT situation classes, but
Okay.
every NIFT is known for one specific course, right?
So all right. So you're saying maybe NIFT Bangalore is known for visual communication, something like that.
Yeah, is that the case? Like, what's the order of, NIFT? Because as I understand, Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi,
Hmm, hmm,
and
hmm.
Chennai are the top 4 best NIFTs.
That is true. That is there. But what, in fact, we do this counseling once your NIFT result is out. We suggest that whichever NIFT you get into, it's a good opportunity to go and join, right? But anyhow, we'll be discussing that particular counseling aspect in detail once the results are out. Okay, now I suggest you focus on trying to give in your best in your NIFT exam, the route to situation
Alright.
test. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
I think this is a very good question because same thing happened with me also during
Hmm.
my results.
Hmm.
So I got the Chennai center in my first try, but I dropped that year because I was supposed to do in the Gandhinagar center because of the specialization I was seeking for.
Hmm.
So, but I would say कि every department is best in every center, and it depends on the capability of the student, that how much she performs in her academics.
Exactly. Very well said.
Okay. Okay.
So
Very
that
well
I
said.
got the learning during my graduation.
Hmm.
So that's the good learning actually.
All right.
So I felt to share it with the students.
Yes. Yes. All right. Any other questions? I hope you are all in the WhatsApp group, right? We have created a separate group called as the NIFT DQ NIFT round 2. I hope you're all in this group because we'll be sharing all the information in this group. If you're not in this group, please raise your hands and Jyoti ma'am can help you add in the group. Yeah.
Those of you who have not been
Okay.
added to the 2025 DQ NIFT round 2, please contact me on my WhatsApp and let me know that I'll add you to the same group then.
Okay. Can you please share your number? There are a couple of students who
Yeah,
have
sir.
raised
I'll
hands.
just share it with
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Hi, Bhavi.
Yeah. Yeah, sir, do you by any chance have the tentative date for the situation test? Because the classes say till 16, so does it mean it will be on 18?
No, 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 no. So this information, it's, I mean, we only hear through a grapevine, but then it's not accurate. So we have to wait for the official declaration from them. All right.
Sir, but this is somewhat true according to DQ. the grapevine or
I
whatever,
don't
the
want to
little
tell that.
birdie, whatever you call it.
I am not sure, but generally,
Okay.
see, once the result comes out, minimum 2 to 3 weeks of time they give, because they also have to open the window for selecting the center and etc. Right, and after that they'll also give some time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have at least 2 weeks
Okay,
of
sir.
time.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So generally it happens on a Sunday, right?
They do it on 2 3 days. Okay, because they cannot accommodate all the
Okay, sir.
students in one day, and they change the questions also accordingly. You know.
Sir, do we need to again choose the centers, or will we be assigned based on the preferences we gave while applying?
You have already given preferences for round 2.
No, not for round two. The while register applying, they ask for preferences for the round one. So will it
Round
be
1.
the
Yeah,
same?
there will be separate one. There will
Okay.
be a separate one. They'll float that information.
Will it be in the NIFT centers only, or will it be in other centers?
Mostly in the NIFT centers. There are 16 NIFT centers now in India. So
Yeah.
it will be mostly in the NIFT center itself.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, so the NIFT round 2 is very straightforward. Just focus on the neatness, cleanliness, sturdiness, and detailing, scale and proportion, and etc. And a good write-up. So if you do that nicely, then you can easily clear through the round 2 also. Okay. All right. So with that, all the best, and looking forward for a great learning experience from you guys. And please make use of the faculty and seek feedback, right? And also listen to other students' feedbacks. Okay. So with that, all the best, and looking forward for further interaction with all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Thank